And the number one thing Tom Brady spends his millions on is Tom Brady is an American football quarterback who was born on August 3, 1977, in San Mateo, California, to a family of sports fanatics. He has three older sisters, Nancy, Julie, and Maureen. He was raised Catholic. In the 1980s, Brady regularly attended San Francisco 49er games and was a fan of quarterback Joe Montana. Brady has called Montana his idol and one of his inspirations. Brady has played in a record 9 Super Bowls with the New England Patriots, winning 6 of them as of this writing, the most of any player in the NFL. He has won a record 4 Super Bowl MVP awards as well as 3 NFL MVP awards over the course of a decade. Recently, Tom shocked the world and signed a 2-year contract with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, bringing his net worth to $200 million. Join us as we go over everything Tom Brady spends his money on. But first, make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. If you're already subscribed to the channel, make sure you turn on notifications as we are releasing new videos. Number 8. Aston Martin DB11. When you're as rich as Tom Brady, as of 2020, he's worth over $200 million, you're allowed to get yourself some of the more luxurious things in life. Key among them being very fast cars. Such as what? How about the Aston Martin DB11? A very powerful and gorgeous looking car that any car lover or enthusiast would love to have. A regular run-of-the-mill Aston Martin DB11 will cost the average buyer $360,000 to purchase. Of course, Tom Brady wasn't interested in that one. Why would he? He's rich, and thus he can go after the more expensive version of the car. CNN reports show that he spent an additional $50,000 to be the proud owner of the special edition version of this vehicle. Then, some more cash was dumped on personal touches to customize the vehicle. So, all in all, we'd be surprised if Tom didn't spend $500,000 on this car. And that's just one car. You know he has more. Again, when you're rich, you can go and do things like this. Number 7. Vacations. For many months of the year, Tom Brady is obsessed about one thing: football. He's considered the greatest quarterback of all time because of his 6 Super Bowl victories and 9 appearances. But what does Tom Brady do when he's not playing football? Simple. He goes on vacation. But not just any basic vacation. He travels to places that most of us can only dream of visiting. In 2018, he traveled to Qatar with his wife Giselle, who for the record is actually much richer than Tom thanks to her modeling career and other business ventures. He stayed at the Ritz-Carlton, and Architectural Digest reports that they spent their time visiting all the hotspots as well as the local markets. To truly experience an authentic trip, they of course paid for an exotic camel ride and enjoyed an afternoon indulging in luxurious experiences, such as this one. It's hard to put a price on all of this, but you could bet that between the flights, the hotels, the exclusive experiences, and more, it cost tens of thousands of dollars to do all of this. And the longer they stayed, the more money he spent. Also, unlike the cars, this is just one vacation. He's been in the league over 20 years, so that's plenty of time to do even more expensive vacations. Just saying. Number 6. New York condo. Alright, now let's talk about some of the places that Tom Brady lives. Because with the money that him and Giselle make, they can afford some very lavish homes. And they do. But they also travel a lot for business, personal, and football reasons. So, due to that, they have many places that they live in, such as a New York condo that Tom happens to own. When we think of condo units, we don't often attach them to a $17 million price tag in New York. But Tom Brady decided to find and get one of those. This hot property is located in Manhattan's Flatiron District, and House & Homes reports that it spans over a 3,310 square foot space. Well, if you're going to spend that much money on it, you better have a lot of space to live. Their unit was designed by the world-famous architect, Peter Marino. It features 3 massive bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, an elevator, and massive brass doors that lead to an absolutely stunning view. This unit has massive windows with perfect views of the Hudson River and the Empire State Building. So yeah, This is a nice place to live, but it's not the only place they live. Number 5. Los Angeles Mansion. If you were to have the time and money and opportunity to go and live in California, you'd go and do that, wouldn't you? After all, it has a lot to offer, or at least in the mind of Tom Brady it does, because he dropped $20 million on a mansion there. Yeah, he spent $20 million on a house and $17 million on a condo. Throwing around your money there, Tom. Anyway, this insanely large property features a moat, because why not, I guess? If that's not cool enough for you, this place took 4 years to build and spans over 14,000 square feet. It features 8 bedrooms, a 6-car garage, and the Pursuitist reports their pool as being lagoon-shaped and adjacent to their spa and wine cellar. This stunning estate was featured in Architectural Digest as being one of the most desirable properties in LA. To highlight just how desirable this residence really is, Dr. Dre is reported to have offered $50 million to buy it. To be clear, Dr. Dre is also richer than Tom Brady, so he likely did that to make a point and show how much he wanted it. Given the pictures we've seen of it, it's a nice mansion. Number 4. Private Chef. I'm sure to some of you, the idea of a personal chef is somewhat enticing, mainly because you'd use them to cook dishes that you would never be able to cook yourself, or just to save you time from having to cook yourself. However, for Tom Brady, it's another story. True, he does hire a personal chef in order to save time and effort, but he also does it to remain in peak physical condition. Alan Campbell was hired to ensure that Tom's cuisine is carefully crafted to suit his needs, his health requirements, and is available at all times. Alan has to carefully curate a raw vegan diet for Tom and work around the long list of items that Tom refuses to consume. Meals are designed differently for game time, and Alan has to remain adaptable to Giselle's needs, as well as those of their children. So, as you can see, it's more than just having a personal chef. It's about making sure that Tom's body is as good and healthy as it can be, so that he can play. Tom's admitted on multiple accounts that he diets and eats so that he can be a long-lasting athlete, and 20 years in the league is proof of his plan. Number 3. Rolls-Royce Ghost. Let's get back to the cars for a bit, shall we? The Rolls-Royce Ghost is one of the very luxury cars that Rolls-Royce makes. And if you look around the world of celebrities, you'll see that they are being sold to some very high-end talent, including athletes and singers. And yeah, that includes Tom Brady. Though like his Aston Martin, he also decided to shell out some serious cash in order to make their car truly his own. It's pegged to cost roughly $368,000 before custom upgrades, and is considered to be one of the most high-end, luxurious Rolls-Royce models ever made. I mean, just look at this thing. You'd love to be behind the wheel of it, right? That's what I thought. Number 2. Bugatti Veyron Supersport. I want you to take a look at the Bugatti Veyron Supersport. Look at the curves and designs of the car and try to tell me this isn't one of the most beautiful cars you've ever seen. Now, I want you to think about what it takes to get the car, aside from having some serious money. Believe it or not, you can't just buy one. There is a literal process to acquire one. Specifically, there's a screening process, a list of rules to follow, and you have to essentially be approved to be part of this exclusive car ownership. It's not a surprise to any of us that Tom Brady is part of this elite group of people who gets bragging rights to Bugatti ownership. I mean, he's one of the greatest football players ever. So, as for the car, it comes with a hefty price tag. The Travel reports that this car put a massive $1.7 million ding in Tom's finances, but we're sure that didn't hurt him too much. He can now zip across the highway at super fast speeds, topping 431 kilometers per hour. And the number one thing Tom Brady spends his millions on is his family. So let's end this on more of a sentimental note, shall we? Tom Brady is many things, but one of the most important things to him is that he's a family man. He's got a wife, kids, and he wants to support them as much as possible. So naturally, he makes sure that they have everything they need. The chef is just one example of that. He also makes sure that when he flies, he has private jets that take them all over the world. He no doubt lavishes his wife with gifts. Not that she can't afford them herself, it's the sentiment, and so on and so forth. It's clear that Tom and Giselle love each other, and they'll no doubt continue to use their money to make each other happy, as well as keep their kids happy too. So, what do you think? What do you think of all the stuff that Tom Brady spends his money on? Can you believe some of the things he's bought, and what it costs to get? Which of these items would you want the most? Let me know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and thank you for watching Lux, the channel dedicated to all things rich and luxurious. If you like this video, make sure you check out some of our other videos, and to be notified when we release new videos, make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Until next time.